Hey, good afternoon, good morning, college coaches. This is Coach Anthony Williams, founder and CEO of Connected Athletics. We are a new startup company based in Austin, Texas. We are focused on creating a technology platform that allows student athletes to connect with other student athletes as they grow their network through the recruiting process. We're also focused on helping student athletes connect with college coaches during the recruiting process. And more importantly, we are focused on helping student athletes successfully transition from high school to college and then either into a pro game in the NFL or into a career of their major. We have another exciting prospect here in the class of 22. He is a free safety slash outside linebacker from Pearland High School down in the southeastern part of Texas. He's 6'2", 190 pounds, has a tremendous GPA, 3.4. He was first team all district. Dixson. Dylan, how you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for your time and coming on the show. I'm really interested to hear and learn more about you as a person outside the field because your film speaks for itself and you've got a lot of recruiting attention. So I want to take this time to get to know you better. So to kick it off here, tell us, as we're starting to reopen from COVID-19, what have you been doing to stay in shape for the upcoming season?
Well, a lot of cardio and a lot of like weights, like small weight, but cardio at the same time. So like a lot of like thrusters and like lunges, and just like a lot of reps with little weight.
Okay. What are you doing to work on your footwork and your ball skills and you're flipping your hips? Do you have a workout trainer? Or are you doing stuff on your own?
Like I said, I train on Thursdays and Tuesdays and Thursdays, the days that we don't have strength and conditioning with my trainer. He played a few years in the league. His name is Alan Ball. He played a couple years for the Jags, the Cowboys, and the Texans.
Perfect. Okay. Well, hey, let's start off here. Let's get into your highlight video for any of the college coaches that haven't seen it yet, and we're going to have you commentate to some of the great plays in your video. You ready for that?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it with the coaches, and then let's hit play. Just walk us through who you're playing and what the situation was.
Okay, so this was like the third play of the game. Like biggest game, one of the biggest games of the season against Dawson. It's our rivalry. That quarterback right there, he's a really mobile quarterback. He's committed to Central Arkansas to play athlete for athlete. And this play right here, Taylor, it was like the last play of the game. They were throwing a Hail Mary to try to win the game. And I realized, like, I was an outside linebacker, so I realized came downhill and made the play. This was they were trying to take the lead against Spring Branch Memorial. It was like third down right here. And I was at safety with that play. This is Dawson again. This is the same drive of that big play. This was the third down right here. Dixson, more towards the second half and in playoffs. They were a really good team, fundamentally sound.
Yeah, they got a lot of good athletes on that team too.
This was this was George Ranch. One of my games of safety, and they had a few really good receivers. Their quarterback was nice. Dawson again. That running back Jaden Stewart, he's one of the bigger ones, but once again the quarterback kept it. He was a real mobile one.
That's good discipline right there.
This is Brazelwood. That guy running the ball right here was like 220. He was a big guy. He was probably the biggest running back we faced. And this is Dixon again on the playoffs. He ran cover 3. He ran like a little stop.
It's a big hit right there. A lot of good plays there. A lot of questions, obviously, for coaches that haven't seen it yet. A couple of things that jump out to me and why I love your film so much is that you look very comfortable playing outside linebacker and both safety positions. Talk about how you feel in those positions.
Well, yes, like outside linebacker, like teams like Dawson and where they got like mobile quarterbacks, I feel more comfortable there because I feel like I can help my team more by getting to the play before it develops. And teams like Dickinson and George Ranch, they're more of a pro-style offense, and they like to sit back and air the ball out. And I feel more comfortable free playing the ball, getting my eyes on the quarterback, and recognizing routes, and getting there.
Can you also, college coaches will ask, can you also play a little bit of cornerback, or have you played cornerback before?
Uh, I haven't really played it, but like I feel like my feet are good enough to get there,
Okay.
and I'm confident enough to say I can play anywhere on the field.
Right. The thing I also was very impressed with your video is your discipline in the play. You see a lot of zone read. You stayed backside, stay home, and made great plays. Talk about the discipline that it takes to play both outside linebacker and safety.
Well, see, like discipline when it comes, it's all coaching. Like they put it in me since the beginning, and like I have nothing to do but obey them, or your spot you're going, like it's on to the next one.
Great. And then the last thing that I'm impressed with, Dylan, is you're a great tackler. I mean, tell me about the emphasis you put on being a great tackler, especially in open space.
That's really my. He makes me back and watch the greats. Makes me watch film on Thursdays. Yeah, just really. One day, like when we were in Little League, he made me sit down and watch this USSSA, like the little sports videos, and on perfect tackling without like trying to get your head hurt and stuff.
Okay. Great job. So, hey, let's switch over to obviously what college coaches care for the most when it comes to recruiting. Let's talk about the academics. You got a GPA of 3.4. Talk to us about the importance that you put on your academics.
One's academics is like, so my mom's an AP, and so she's all in there. So like I can't miss one little thing. She's gonna get the email. She's gonna be down my throat about it. So they put it in me since I was a little kid about grades, and like football isn't always gonna be here. So I have to get my grades and make sure I go to college, both football, academics, or off of academic scholarship. So I mean athletic scholarship.
That's very smart. Your mom's doing a good job there. Are there any specific subjects that helps drive that GPA? What are some of your favorite subjects? Are you a math guy, a science guy? What?
I'm a science guy actually.
Okay.
I was in AP Chem this year, and like it was really good. And actually, I want to major in something like sciences. It's like I want to be a marine biologist, but like if that doesn't work out, then I'm going to business and own a bait shop.
Wow, I like it, man. You got your plan all set in front of you. That's awesome. Hey, is there a specific teacher at Pearland, a counselor or tutor that has helped your success and that you want to shout out right now?
I say Miss Tebow, my money matters teacher, because like that class like helps us learn how to like cash checks and balance taxes and like all of the real life stuff.
Nice. Okay. Well, great. So you talked about probably majoring in some type of marine biology or business at the next level. Have you looked at certain schools that have those majors, and is that driving your recruiting list?
Not quite yet, because like I'm trying to like get deeper into it, and like so right now I have a few, but like I think I can have a few more by like the end of my junior season, and I think that's when like it's gonna start kicking off to where like I'm looking deeply inside and to see where I want to go.
Okay, great. Let's talk about switching over to you as a player now. As you go into your junior year, tell us, what do you consider your strengths, and what are some of the things you're working on for this upcoming season?
Some things I'm working on this season is like getting out of my back pedal, like that one little false step, and like I've been getting good at my read steps, so like staying in out of the read and speed, and my breaks, but like really it's just like getting out fast, no false movements, and then breaking down tackles and getting off of the block really. And lately I've been working on like some receiver stuff, because I think they're gonna have me play both ways next year
Okay.
at Pearland.
So you're one of the DBs that actually does have good hands, is the old joke, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, tell us, what are some of the things that you are in your position, ball skills, for example. Tell us some of the things you think are important to being a college level free safety. Let's just focus on free safety right now. What are the things you feel that coaches are looking for? Footwork, hips, ball skills, what?
Okay, you said one. Hips is a big thing. Hips.
Yep.
My training emphasizes hips every day. We do something involving hips, and I'm really just making a play. You can't be afraid to go down and hit. Like for instance, like when you get to college, especially playing SEC, you're gonna have boys like Derrick Henry running at you. Like you can't be afraid to make the play.
Okay. There's a lot of good DBs in your class of 22, obviously, that you know and play against. Tell these college coaches what do you do to differentiate yourself as a DB compared to all the other DBs in the class of 22?
Study film. I film a lot of film, and I feel like I'm more of a like bigger. And I feel like I honestly I think I could lift more than most DBs, and I my parents have put that in me. Like cause like everyone could be more athletic too. So like you have to study film because like once you get to a certain age, like there's only a certain amount of things you can do, and your head's gonna get you there, get you over the hump.
Okay. Devin, you've got really good size, 6'2", 190. Tell us, what do you think your height and weight will be by the time you graduate from high school?
I think I'll probably get 6'3". I think I only got like a few inches left because like really got blessed. If you look at my family, they're about 5'9", 5'10". So God gave me a gift, and I'm gonna go around with it. So and my weight probably like I probably finish around 200. I don't want to get over 200.
Wow.
Let colleges work with me, see where they want me at, and then I go from there.
And 6'3", 200 coming out of high school as a safety is a scary prospect, man. That's if you can get there, that'd be great. Let's talk a little bit about your family. You talked about your mom earlier. Are you the tallest in your family? Where's the height coming from? Is it coming from parents,
Yes,
your
sir.
grandparents? And then tell us, are
It's
you
coming
a
from my
child or
great
what?
grandparents. My
Mhm.
great grandparents. My great grandma was like 6'1", and then my great grandpa was like 6'4".
Okay.
So, but yeah, so my dad got the unfortunate genes, but but he's still a good man. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. What does your dad do for a living?
He works at a refinery, and he cranes.
Okay. And then as far as, are you the only child? Are you the oldest? You the baby? You the middle?
No,
What?
sir, I'm the fourth one, and I'm the youngest.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
All
are your
boys
older
too.
siblings?
So
Are your older siblings athletes or in college, or what are they doing?
they were athletes. My my oldest brother played quarterback at Clearbrook, and he also played at what's the name, Madison, where Vince Young went to. And
Okay.
then my two middle brothers played at Dobie High School.
Okay.
And
Athletic
then
background.
my middle brother is linebacker at Texas Lutheran.
Okay. Well, you got a lot of great athleticism in your family. That's good that coaches want to hear that. Another thing college coaches care about, Dylan, is your relationship with your high school coaches. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with your position coach and your head coach.
Okay, so recently we just got a new position coach, safety coach, Coach Rodriguez. But my previous safety coach, he's still here. He just moved down to freshman head coach, but he's a really good guy. Like we're friends. Like we talk about like fishing and going out and doing things. And then my defensive coordinator is like awesome, man. Like he cooks for us on Wednesdays, and we all eat, and like we're one big old family. And my head coach, he bends over backwards for all of us. Like he doesn't see, and like with everything going around and stuff, he doesn't see color or nothing. Like he's just a great all around guy.
Okay. Tell us, when you get close to probably over the next 12 to 16 months here and making your decision for college, who's going to be involved in helping you make that decision?
My parents, my coach, and that's really her ones. My parents and my coaches.
Okay. Well, let's fast forward. You finish out college, maybe you go 3 years in college, and maybe you're blessed to be in New York City on the night of the draft. Who is sitting at your table waiting for your name to be called?
Uh, for sure, my family and I think my grandma on my
Okay.
dad's side.
Yeah.
She's a big sports fan.
Okay.
And then I think I'd like probably my two guys Alan Ball and then Willie Lyles because they've been a big part of helping me get to where I am.
Okay. That's a good list. All right. Let's switch gears here. Let's talk about you away from football, from you working out and playing. What are some of your interests and hobbies outside of football? Do you like to hunt, fish, be out in the water, hang out with your friends? What do you do?
I like to fish and I do a lot of fishing really. And occasionally I like to just like work for fun, like we do stuff else with my parents and like help my grandma out. But like mostly little money I get, I just go spend it all on the fishing.
Okay. That's good to know. Are you a video game guy? Are you a Madden 2K guy, or you don't do video games?
Um, if I get the text friends to hop on and play a few games, but like I just really work out, eat, sleep, and go fish. But like if I have a few little hours to spare, or before I work out, or like before I go to sleep, and I get on like Madden or 2K with my friends.
Okay. There's a lot of college coaches that love to fish. You have to tell them what's the biggest fish you ever caught that makes you
Uh,
smile.
recently I recently I caught like a 40-inch blue catfish at like my neighborhood pond. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And you didn't throw that one back, did you?
Oh yeah, I threw it back because like it's a little neighborhood pond, so I think like the sewer from the pond goes into there. I mean
Oh,
like
okay.
sewer
Yeah.
from like the neighborhood going in
Yeah. Good decision then.
there. Yeah, sir.
Tell me, obviously you're a teenager, you're on your phone a lot. What are some of your favorite apps? Are you a Twitter guy, TikTok, Instagram? What?
Uh, I'm a I'm a Snapchat. I
Okay.
like texting, like keeping up. I don't like missing a single moment of what's been going on with my friends. Um, I'm on Twitter a lot too. I really like to see people succeed, like people getting offers and just how like it's amazing, like everything. Like I like to see that.
Okay. What kind of music do you like to listen to when you're either working out or in pregame? What are some of your favorite artists?
Uh, I like um I like country and rap. So like I'm a big Eminem, Lil Baby, and like Tupac fan.
Okay.
And like certain when I get in certain moods, I like country. Like I'm a big Luke Combs, and I like Luke Combs and Sam Hunt. Like those for me,
Okay.
and a little bit of Stain.
All right. I like the variety. Okay. We're coming out of COVID-19. We're kind of starting to get back outside. What's your shoe game looking like? Are you a big shoe guy or no?
Oh yeah. Lately I have been collecting. Like I'd say probably with COVID, I've saved up a few, and like I've probably got like 3 or 4 shoes throughout this. But like I'm one of the guys I buy them like off people and like renew and like get them a little better, so you get more for cheaper.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite brands? Are you a Jordan guy? Are you a Yeezy guy? What are you?
Uh, Lately I've been Adidas and Nike, but
Okay.
I still have like a lot of Jordans from like when I was like 7th, 8th grade that I still can fit. So I've really been like trying to collect more of Adidas and Nike.
Okay. Tell me, what player do you pattern your game off of? Is there a college or NFL player you say, hey, I want my game to look like that? Who's that player?
Derwin James, yes
Okay.
sir.
And what are some of the things from his game that you're trying to integrate into yours?
Laying that boom really, and being big. He's so versatile. And like honestly, if you went to line up at linebacker, he wouldn't miss a single beat. His overall wouldn't go down a single bit. So James, yes sir.
Okay. College coaches always want to find out from a player, how they handle adversity. Tell these coaches about a time, either personally or dealing with football, that you had to overcome some type of adversity.
Well, so originally I didn't start out. I wasn't going to Pearland when I was younger. I was on Adobe High School, and I went to Thompson Intermediate. So 7th grade I was a little chunky one. So like 7th grade, I was probably like 5'9", 160. But I played 7-on-7. Like I knew like coverages and everything. So like in my mind, like I knew that playing at the next level, I wasn't gonna be no defense end, no defense end or anything like that. So I tried out for safety, and my coach told me I wasn't fast enough. Like he told me that um that he doesn't see me playing that, and like I won't be able to succeed at that and the next level, and that I won't be fast enough for that. And so like, so I went through that camp or whatever. But then like when I got home, I told my parents about it, and like they know like that's not me. Like I'm a grind forever for whatever. So we moved schools, started getting better, new opportunities. So I moved to Pearland Junior High East, and then I started safety there. And then freshman year, I played a little bit of both receiver and safety. And then when they moved me up for playoffs, freshman year, I went to for sure DB. So then like start off my sophomore season, which is earlier this year. I started at outside line, and then they moved me to safety when it got to like crunch time, and we played a little bit of back.
Okay. That's great. Okay. That's good to hear. Tell us, what age did you start first playing football?
Oh, Pee Wee, so 5, 6 years.
Okay. And then when did you fall in love with playing the game? What age was that?
I'd probably say a year. So I was probably 11, 10, 11. Cause like, you know, that's when like you start age where like you start getting frustrated if you lose. Like you start to stand in circle like surround you and like how big a game is. So like I think that's when I fell in love with the sport. I really fell in love with not losing and helped me fall in love with the sport.
Okay. You mentioned not losing. Let's talk about your competitive spirit. Now, tell these coaches what kind of competitor you are when it comes to football.
Oh, I'm a like well sometimes if I get upset like I'll try to let you know or like try to fix it, but like you'll kind of feel my vibe without like saying any words. Like I don't like to lose and like it's not good. Like everyone doesn't lose, but like I wouldn't be like that one extra person who doesn't lose at all. So like I try to like work out and like level my competition. Like even if it's a little bit better team, like I expect me to come out on top. So that's the type of person I am.
Okay, I like it. You know that there's a lot of great players in the class of 22. Take this time to shout out some of your teammates in this class that you think these college coaches need to be aware of.
Oh, I think my friend Davion Moses, he's about 5'11" DB. He got moved up last year against George Ranch, and he made a lot of plays against George Ranch. His first game on varsity. You know, a lot of people that could be nerve-wracking for, but he stepped up with the big lights game, and we're gonna have a new quarterback this year. His name is Jake Sock, and he's about 6'3". He's about 6'3", 180, and he's been working really hard lately, and I think he's gonna be something that everyone needs to watch out for. Cause like he could probably sit in the pocket and throw for a few hundred yards each game, with his receiver threats. And then we got another DT that just picked up offer from Illinois State. His name's Dixson, and oh man, like I don't think no one could block him straight 1-on-1. They have to double team him every game. And he's a sophomore too, and I think that's really my Pearland guys who watch out for class of 2022.
Okay, I appreciate that. Tell me, as we're talking about that, tell me who's the best player you faced last year. Could be a quarterback, a running back, a receiver. Who was the best player you faced last year?
Quarterback from Dawson. He ran like a 4.4 something, and his name's Miles Denton, and he's fast. Like there was a few times I see him outrunning angles. Like he was something hard to keep up and contain with, but like you know, I was up for the job really, but like I think that game like the secondary was like it like crumbled a little. So like after that game is really when I like started playing in the secondary a little more.
Okay, I like it. Tell me about some people in your life who have a positive influence in your life. Could be family or non-family.
My brother, my second oldest brother, his name's Damon Dixson the second. We call him Deuce, but he's our 7-on-7 coach, and like it's just amazing. Like he bent over backwards for all of us. Like no matter what happened, like no matter even if you're not like the greatest player, try to find a spot for you at 7-on-7. Like you all know like the one player who like won't fit in with the competition, but like he still finds a way for that person to make it and better that person and get his confidence up.
Okay, that's good to hear. Tell us, you're a good athlete. What other sports do you play at Pearland besides football?
Well, I ran track this year, and so a lot of things people don't know about me is I played baseball my whole life.
Okay.
Come the next spring, I'm probably gonna play again. But this year, I took 1 year off so I could like focus on football and better my skills and get a little bit faster running track. But like, yeah, you should see me on the baseball field next spring.
What position?
I play center field.
And you, what side of the plate you hit from? You switch? Or you right?
I'm right-handed batter.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yes, sir.
People understand. I have a son that played baseball at Arizona State, and baseball. I love football, but baseball is probably one of the hardest sports to play, and especially trying to hit a 90-mile-an-hour slider. You know how hard that is, and so.
Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah. As we finish up here, another thing that coaches want to understand about you is what type of learning style best fits you. Would you consider yourself a visual, verbal, or physical learner?
I'm a physical. I like being hands-on. If like you have to show me to get off a block, I think it'd be best to rough me up to show me how to get off that block. Like, yeah, I'm a physical, and like I like to be hands-on. Like I be able to feel it and like learn it. Like, cause like I think sometimes the best way to mess up is like for you to actually feel it.
Okay, that's a good response. Another question that coach will ask you is, why do you think your game translates to the college level?
Well, as of right now, I feel like I'm size the size of most college players,
Yeah.
and I think that my grind, like my mindset, is like perfect for a college athlete, and like I think that like I know in myself that I do whatever it is to like be a good player and to get on the field and play a reasonable amount of time and go to the next level.
Okay. Dylan, tell me, how do you define leadership, and how do you plan on providing leadership to your team this season?
I think a leader is someone who has no days off. Like his girlfriend could have broken up with him that same day, but he's still out there working, still supporting the team, giving it his all, and have a positive attitude. And I think a leadership will affect my leadership would affect this team this year because we're all like juniors. We're gonna be all juniors and sophomores, and I think me and that Amari Decent kid and Moses, we're like really the only people last year who are sophomores who played reasonable time. So like these upcoming juniors and sophomores, like I will be there for them and like show them the ways, and like since I have to have varsity time, like I'll be able to help them and like show them, like let them know how the speed's gonna be and like the fans and the band and everything.
Okay. Last question here. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing to give back to your community. Are you involved with your church, with your family? Do you have a nonprofit you guys work with? What are you doing to give back to the Pearland community?
Well, see, recently I've been doing some community service, and then like we usually hold like a camp every year, and so like me, the quarterback, we work that and get the coaches a little break. So like, cause camp had started is like K through 8, so like we work that, give them some drills, and like we play Navy for them, and like we bring out the jug machine, let them try to catch the ball, and then let them try to catch the punts, like fair catch them. And yeah, I've been working out for the past 2 years. I think that gives back a lot. And like, it's nothing to put a smile on the kid's face rather than help them and like get to be with a guy who they've been watching since they're like little in the stands.
Okay, I like it. Last question here. We'll finish up with the elevator pitch you and I talked about. In 30 seconds, tell these college coaches why they should recruit you, and tell them what you're going to bring to their program.
I think I'm bringing the fire and intensity, and you should recruit me because no matter what it does, no matter what it takes, I like to win, and I'll do whatever it is to win. And yeah, it's just like I'm just like one big old kid, but like when it gets serious, like it's go time and nothing less than that.
Okay. And then what are you going to bring to the program?
Hopefully a ring because I
Okay.
mean I hate losing, and I'll bring like a lot of fun, honestly, a lot of maturity too. But like mainly the ring and
Okay.
leadership.
And Dylan, I mean, you did a great job in this interview, man. I'm very excited to watch you play coming up here your junior year. Continue to work hard this summer. Be safe, obviously. And if you have any questions or you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Have a great rest of the day. All
You too.
right, thanks.
All right, thank you.